One Radio, 24/7 of worldwide music. Yeah.
Hey everybody, how you doing? Welcome to Wild One Radio. I am your host, Jordan of CmdEsc. I am joined here today by none other than BaseFour out of Chicago. BaseFour, go ahead and say what's up.
Hey, what's up? My name's BaseFour. I'm a bass music producer based in Chicago. I've been doing this for about 6 years, and I like to change up my style every once in a while. I've been sort of sticking with bass house for a little bit, but I have recently been going to the 140, 150 range. So yeah, I'm excited to be here. Thank you to CmdEsc for inviting me out onto the show.
Hell yeah, man. I'm happy to have you here, dude. I'm a big fan of your music. I've been since we started Hotkey Collective last year in April, which, by the way, 1 year anniversary coming up. So big thanks to all you guys that have helped us get there.
That's awesome.
Including yourself. So, for me, like I said, I'm a huge fan of your production. Sound design's always on point. Tell me a little bit about your inspirations of like where you come from, and also I know we're gonna start the show out with one of your songs here, but just give us a little background of that, and maybe even tell us a little bit about this first track that we got.
Yeah, sure. So a lot of my inspirations, they come from all over the place. I went to college for music performance. And from classical music over to obviously electronic music and rock, metal, things like that. They somehow sneak their way into stuff that I produce. More recently, though, I would say that like artists like Death Pact and Rez, Madion has thrown his hat in the ring with music that I've produced. This tune that we're about to listen to, a good friend, another artist, they approached me and asked me to be a remix artist for their album that they released, and they were going to release this whole compilation remix album. And so whenever they approached me, I went for it. And so, yeah.
All right, man. All right. I like it. Let's go ahead and get into it. This is your Mind Killer remix. Once again, this is BaseFour with Mind Killer.
I must not fear. Fear is the mind killer. Fear is the little death that brings to obliteration. I will face my fear. Mind killer.
was really sick.
Man, thanks.
Yeah,
Appreciate
like I
it.
said, I'm a big fan of the production, man. You know, everything you do is just so clean and heavy hitting. You know, whether it's at that bass house tempo or that more 140 heavy hitter tempo. I mean, man, it's just great.
I really appreciate that. That means a lot. It means a ton.
Oh yeah, man, no problem. Once again, that was BaseFour with his Mind Killer remix. Be sure to check him out on Spotify. Go stream that. You know, just hit that little repeat button, let it run through your system all day long. Get this guy some streams. Let's do it. Let's go ahead and move on here to our next track, which is a gentleman that you know pretty well. His name is Nautic. We did our episode with him last time. He says that he's a drummer in the Chicago Bears drum line, which is something that you guys share in common, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, that's true. We actually we met each other through drumline in college, and we both ended up making our way onto the Chicago Bears drumline. It's a fun little side gig that both of us are fortunate enough to get paid to do. So yeah, I mean, we also live like maybe 20-30 minutes away from each other. So yeah, he's a good friend.
Nice.
And he's a really good producer.
Nice. Well, that's very cool, man. And so it's the Chicago takeover once again. Here we are.
That's right.
All right. Well, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this next tune. This is Nautic with Remote Control.
Hey, this is Nautic, and you're listening to Hotkey Radio.
I'm not gonna lie, that kick pattern and the sound design had me feeling like I was in some sort of K-hole or something. I was just like deep down in it.
Dude, yeah, with him being a drummer, it's really, really evident in his music. Like he really understands rhythm.
Yeah, for sure.
And yeah, there's just this sense of flow that I always hear from his music. That's pretty unparalleled. That was an incredible track.
Yeah, and not many people can pull off a kick pattern like that. You know,
right,
it's not an easy thing. I know I couldn't. Like mine would sound like poop.
No,
So the fact
same
that
here.
the fact that he pulled it off, I'm a big fan of that. So once again, that is Nautic with his new track "Remote Control." Be on the lookout for that. I do think that'll be out on the label that he works with. So
That's right.
make sure we check that one out. So man, again, thank you for being on the show. So far we've had a couple heaters, one from yourself, one from our boy, but we got another one on tap here. This one's actually going to be coming out on Hotkey Collective, just to kind of give us another little change up and go back to some more of the bass house kind of vibes. I'm going to be flipping back and forth here, so we'll keep it fresh for you. But this, I'm really proud to have this one out on the label. It's coming out April 4th as our 1-year anniversary track. I'm sure you're familiar with Vacult if you've heard a few of his tracks. Yes,
That's right.
Not getting the head nod. All right, cool.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man, I'm excited for this one. So be on the lookout. This is Vacult with Detonator.
About to set it off like I'm a detonator. Bring it on. Gotta bring this shit back. Bring this shit back. I gotta bring this shit back. I'm the Terminator, peep out the flavor, about to set it off like I'm a detonator.
That was Vacult with Detonator, and once again coming out on Hotkey Collective on April 4th. What do you think of that one, man?
Dude, I mean, Vacult's another homie that he just really knows what he's doing, and it definitely shows in all of his music. His mix downs are crazy
Legendary.
good.
Legendary.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, I mean that track was so loud. It was so loud and just so clear, and it was great. I loved it.
Yeah, man. I was saying on the last show, we did a feature from him also, is we did a show together in San Diego last month, and man, his tracks just freaking rumbled that club. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm sure.
It didn't matter where you were at in that club, with the front or the back. They just hit you in the chest, So I'm really excited to have this one on Hotkey. I'm really excited to get this one out to everybody. He's actually going to be the guest on the next show, so make sure you tune in yourself there, sir, so you can catch a couple of sneak peeks of stuff he's got going, man.
I'll be there.
Speaking of which, we have a ID coming from you a little bit later in the show, so that's a little sneak peek for you guys there as well.
That's right.
Sweet, man. All right, cool. With the next track, we're actually gonna get a little heavier. We're gonna go to some dubstep. This is gonna be a guy from our collective as well. His name is Misadventure, and he did a flip of Denzel Curry's Still in the Paint. So let's go ahead and check that out. Hope you're ready for a little dubstep.
I'm always ready.
Hell yeah.
Laser beep, laser beep, laser beep, 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 laser beep, laser beep, laser beep, 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 laser beep, laser beep, laser beep, 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 laser beep, laser beep, laser beep, 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 beep. Hey, see, laser beep my motherfucking nigga. I hang in the trenches with my partners, counts. There's a Curry killer, one hood ass nigga. And when I say it's up, then that means it's official. Hey, BK, that be my motherfucking nigga. I hang in the trenches with my partners, counts. There's a Curry killer, one hood ass nigga. And when I say it's up, that means that it's official. Curry the killer, I'm back in the building. I kick in the door and I bust up the ceiling. Y'all niggas don't want it, I'm ready, I'm willing. You get 'em, I got 'em, I tell 'em, let's get it. Blow it East Coast on the front of my penny. Charlie just threw me some heat, I'ma send it. If Cell gotta finish him, then you'll be finished. I'm feeling like Tuski, I'm standing on penny. Ocean ground Terminator, put you on the ventilator. Talking to you, play your haters, what the fuck is up? All of my niggas be known to get bugged. You think you know me cause you know my glove. Couple of shells and a mouthful of slugs. If niggas get saucy, I'm rolling him up. Get some defense cause I just ain't a thug. I just wanna have a good time in the club. You don't want no problems, watch a movie, put some drama, ho. I'ma call my mama, just say fuck you and your mama, ho. Northgate niggas, we run this hoe. Southgate niggas, we run this hoe. Lauderdale, Palm Beach, run this hoe. From the bottom of the map where the folks don't come from. Hey, see, laser be my motherfucking nigga. I hang in the trenches with my partners, counts. There's a Curry killer, one hood ass nigga. And when I say it's up, then that means it's official. Hey, see, laser beep, laser beep, 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 laser beep, laser beep, laser beep, 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 laser beep, laser beep, 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 laser beep, laser beep, laser beep, beep, beep.
All right, that was Misadventure with his Denzel Curry Still in the Paint flip. Big shout out to my boy Misadventure. He's been getting better and better. The progression from him has been steady, and I really like this song. This is like a fun club tune. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Yeah, it was what a vibe, man. Like that was pretty dope.
Yeah, man. This is that one that convinces people to go get another drink at the bar. You know what I mean?
That's
like,
right. Yeah,
right,
exactly.
All right, I'll stay a little longer.
Fine. Yeah, I'll do it. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
You convinced me.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, definitely. No, I love that. That was a great tune, man. Thank you for sending me over that one. Keep sending them my way. I'd love to feature more of you on the show. But I don't know, man. What about you? Is that something you would play in your sets? You think? I know you've been going that little 140 way, a little heavier.
I think so. Especially, I like to do a lot of different genres. I wouldn't say a lot, but a few different genres. Just because it's all music that I like to listen to. I like to play. So that would definitely eventually make its way into one of my future sets.
Absolutely, man. Well, I'm hoping to at some point be able to put together some kind of live show for you guys out that way in Chicago. It'd be awesome to get our guys, a live show where everybody could go check them out in real life. IRL.
Oh yeah, that'd be great. There's a few of us out here that are in the Hotkey Collective right now, like obviously Nautic, me, Thicky, and Hextide. All four of us live like maybe an hour or less away from all of us, everyone else. So.
Oh yeah, man! That'd be great. Shout outs for all those guys, man. They definitely deserve them. Absolutely. Kazumi, who's actually one of our female artists from Hotkey Collective, she's more house for sure. But she's also there in Chicago as well. So it's a strong base. It's a strong base out there. Definitely. There's a couple people out that way.
Yeah, absolutely.
We'll have to do something at some point.
Yeah, that'd be great.
All right, all right. So let's go ahead and get into our next segment here. This one is called IDs at the Door. I know we have an ID from you. Why don't you go ahead and tell me a little bit more about it?
Sure. So this ID I've been holding on to for about a year at this point. It's definitely rooted in bass house music. It's a very special tune for me. It will hopefully be released in 2025. The date is not set yet, but be on the lookout.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. You looking more towards a self-release on this one, or you got a couple labels in mind that you're simmering with?
Yeah, I got a couple labels. We'll see what happens from there. But if worst comes to worst, or regardless, it will be released if it's either through a label or self-release.
All right. If a label tries to stop you, they can catch you in the lobby, I guess. Just
Yeah,
like that
exactly.
Chance the Rapper song. Okay, man. I feel the Chicago vibes all over the place.
That's right.
All right, cool, man. Well, let's go ahead and get into this ID. I'm excited. Can't wait for it to come out. I'm glad that you've shared it with me here. If I can squeeze this into my sets as well, you know I shall. Once again, this is BaseFour with his new ID.
You think you're doing some damage?
2 plus 2 is...
In base 4, I'm fine.
Oh man, very cool song. Very cool song. I dig that a lot, man. Definitely something I could see myself playing in my sets for sure.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, absolutely. So what puts you in a frame of mind to write something like that, man? Because obviously, we were all expecting that party that you gave us at the end of the song, right there at drop 2. At least that's what I was expecting, and then you hit me with the tempo change. So what puts you in a mindset for something like that, man? Just to tell us.
Oh man, I don't really. it's hard to put into words because I mean, I love that halftime switch up. I do that. I do that for a lot of stuff that I make. I know one of my other tunes, Guns, does the same thing, and it sort of provides me an opportunity to, start pulling from different genres, not necessarily of that specific tempo range, but from like dubstep, from I don't want to say rhythm, but other genres. I think that's
Nobody
the
wants you to
answer
say
here.
rhythm, just so you know. It's,
Right.
It's not just yourself.
Yeah.
It's nobody wants that.
No,
no.
but yeah, it definitely gives me an opportunity to start branching out into different genres and how those operate, and sort of combining them to create that track or tracks like it, sort of a hybrid vibe to it.
So would you say that you're trying with your music is like, maybe not like intentionally, but like to some degree, are you trying to maybe be that bridge in a lot of DJs sets, maybe between, kind of be that tool for them to transition between house and heavy, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, and I think you nailed it with with that sort of assessment. I think that is definitely what I try to do with a lot of my music, especially because me personally, when I DJ or put a set together, I like to incorporate different genres within the same set, and for me to make music that sort of bridges the gap between two different genres, I think that is definitely a space where I can live in and sort of create my own lane with that. So
Yeah, no, absolutely. A good friend of ours is Black Gummy, who was on Mousetrap a few years ago, and he was kind of the first person to really like introduce me to that like change up. It was probably like 6-7 years ago, and he wrote this track, and it was it really just hit me, and I was like, oh man, this is gonna be big. This is a little bit maybe before its time, and now here we are, in 2025, and then you're writing this type of music, and I'm just
Right.
like, wow, man, it's a full circle moment for me to see this kind of happen. So this is great.
For sure.
I love it, man. Very cool song. Thank you for sharing that with us. Can't wait for that one to come out. Where can we find you? Let us know where we find you both on social media, musically. What's the handles? Let people search you out.
Sure. Yeah. I'm on SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Music, BaseFour. The Instagram and TikTok handles, it is at BaseFour, but instead of an F, it is the number 4, BASE 4 OUR. And those platforms is definitely where you'll find me, connect with me, and listen to my music, and hopefully enjoy what you're hearing.
Oh yeah, man, definitely. I mean, if what I just heard was any indication, I think people are going to enjoy it a lot. So make sure you guys head over to there, connect with him. Be on the lookout for that new ID. Should be out here in the next couple months. BaseFour, go ahead and tell us what can we expect here in this guest mix before I let you go over on the decks.
Yeah, I think you're gonna expect a few more IDs. Definitely some stuff that I've already released, and definitely some tunes that I personally enjoy and cherish. And yeah, just a journey from beginning to end with this guest mix here.
All right, man. I love to hear that. I'm up for a journey anytime. I'm up for an adventure, dude. So let's do this. Everybody, this has been BaseFour, and here's his guest mix. Thanks for being with us.
Thanks for having me.
Wild One Radio, 24/7 of worldwide music. in this conflict. Try stopping me.
BaseFour, and you're listening to Wild One Radio.
off and let it die down.
What's going on? This is BaseFour, and you're listening to Hotkey Radio.
Big bags, watch me as I get the big bags, big bags, big bags. Watch me as I get the big bags, big bags, big bags. Watch me as I get the big bags, big bags, big bags. Watch me as I get the big bags, big bags, big bags. Watch me as I get the big bags, big bags, big bags. Watch me as I get the. Here we go. Here we go. Once again. Here
How would you know if you were undermined? The mind beyond the brain.
Fear is the little death that brings to obliteration. I'll face my fear. Mind killer.
That's going to do it for our show today. This has been Hotkey Radio on Wild One. I am Jordan of CmdEsc. Thank you for joining me. Big shout out to my boy BaseFour for joining us here on the show. Be sure to tune in next month for Vacult as he joins me here live and we get ready for his new tune coming out on Hotkey Radio April 4th. We'll see you all next month.
I can give you what you want.